Today we have the pleasure of hearing. From Brandon Kirk. Brandon is a financial advisor with PFSL Investments Canada, where he is a regional leader, helping bring new advisors into the world of financial advising. Brandon provides clients with strategic financial advice and plans that align with their lives today, tomorrow, and every day after that. Whether on the verge of retirement, saving up to purchase a home, or managing a complex portfolio, Brandon has a plethora of experience and satisfied clients that speak highly of his financial advice. In his spare time, Brandon is a husband and father to 2 children and enjoys the challenges of raising young children and running a business concurrently. A fun fact to share about Brandon is that he is the 2018 national champion in 5-pin bowling. So now let's hear from Brandon himself about him and his business.
Awesome. Thank you, Corrine. And being able to have an introduction like that is phenomenal. It's like you practice or you rehearse this here. So good job. Well, today we are going to be able to put on our thinking caps and being able to share the screen. And I'm going to go through our presentation here in just a moment. One sec. All right, so we'll do an audio check. Audio is perfect. Give me a thumbs up. And visual is perfect. You guys can see this here. Lovely. Just had to uninstall and reinstall my driver here yesterday, so that was enjoyable. So that's where hiccups are going to happen in life. But with this here, when it comes to our financial plan, is we break it down into very simple, easy to understand 7 steps to a sound financial future. So about me, what I do for work. So being able to help clients with everything from investments, their insurance, group plans, medical, dental benefits, is being able to have those sound products for a client. What I do for fun is being able to rambunctious 2 little kids. You guys probably saw the applesauce pouch coming into the sound screen here just recently. Is I do have a 4-year-old and a 7-month-old, and my little guy starts his first day of school here this next week. So excited for that and that phase of life, and then that unique portion about me. So having the national championship is awesome. But one thing that wasn't told was I was actually on a professional circuit for bowling. So going to every major province, every major city here in Canada. And that was really how we got our Canadian passport stamped. So that is a bit about me. And now about the operations behind me, because they are really the stars of the show and they make me look good. So looking at this here is Alex is our office manager. So with that there, when I meet with clients and we're doing transfers or we're doing new client accounts, is Alex is the person that actually takes it from paperwork to completed and execute transactions. So we absolutely love him. He just got married here, his lovely wife, who is now a permanent resident. So very happy for him. Jonathan Keller allows us to do business not just in Surrey, not just in BC, but actually across the country, and is able to be our interprovincial branch manager. Elisa is one of the loveliest individuals I've ever met on this planet, and really allows us to grow our relationships with clients and keeps in contact with them. And then Brad's my mentor in this business, and keeps me straight when things are up, when things are down, and being able to have that presence of mind. So with this here, this is a plan your referrals can trust, and it's 7 steps to build a sound financial house. So we're gonna go through just a couple of steps. We're not gonna give you all the goods here today, as having a meeting with me is being able to have those next steps in the future. So the first is the foundation, and being able to have that income protection portion, and it's building the foundational is the most important step. Cole, Paul, I have a question for you. When it comes to building a house, residential, commercial, playhouse, what happens if it doesn't have a sound foundation?
It's gonna fall.
It's going to fall. There we go. It's like he was invited specifically for this question. We love you, Paul. So, and this is done financially. through three main ways. So the first is establishing your needs based on a lovely calculator that we have pioneered. So based on the debt, income, mortgage, education that we need to be covered, and this is called our dime calculator. The income component of this is looking at your annual income, making sure you have 8 to 10 times that in protection, and buying the right kind that is pure protection and not tied into investment plan with high surrender charges. So making sure when it comes to your insurance or your investments is they are working the most effective way. And then on to step number 2 is the frame. So being able to have your cash flow plan, and we're actually going to be able to bring out our new company video that I'm going to share here in just one moment. So this is step number 2.
About this when it's too late. This foundation is the most important part of your house. Once you get it right, you can then go to step 2, the frame. In your financial house, your frame is your cash flow plan. Most people call it a budget. A cash flow plan empowers us to start telling our money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It protects us from wasting money and making impulse purchases like gourmet coffee and stuff like that. It's not about how much money you make, but how much you keep. Without a plan, we spend more, borrow more, save less, often leaving us with more month at the end of our money. Get it? It can be very stressful. Most people say they easily waste $5 to $10 a day. For a married couple, that could be $300 to $600 a month. Imagine using that wasted money to instead eliminate debt and invest in your future. This can be the difference between reaching your financial independence number or having to work for the rest of your life. You can now see how vital this step is. Take control of your spending and stick to it. Now you're ready for step 3, the roof. In a financial house, your roof is made up of some key legal documents, your will.
And look at that, we get a little sneak peek into that portion and one of the professionals that we work with here. So I'm going to come back into this one here. Okay, so within that cash flow plan is establishing the budget, and not just a personal budget, but one thing we do is a before and after for the personal and a before and after for the corporate, and making sure that your personal income or your personal budget is reflective and not taking the brunt or the carryover from your business portion. So step 3 is to be continued. We were able to see just a quick snippet, but it's easy as 1, 2, 3, but that comes easy as 1, 2, 1. So this is one of the best things about BNI is that we are encouraged to do one-to-ones and being able to have these meetings here. So more information can be provided for you and your clients going forward. And we'll open it up for questions here coming up. So the floor is back to you, Craig, and being able to answer any questions that are coming up.
Awesome, Brandon. Thanks for your presentation. Anybody have any questions or anything for Brandon?
Oh, I have a question, Brandon. So as a financial advisor, I hear about people investing in Bitcoin, high risk investments for high reward. What if you're someone who's not really that person who can feel comfortable with something high risk?
Yeah, with that, there is every client that we sit down with, we do a know your client profile, and we look at regulated investments. So when it comes to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, blockchain portions, is they are unregulated. So they're not able to be invested within the normal banking channels or registered products. And that's because they don't have licenses and there's tax laws when it comes to US companies or Canadian companies. So the big thing is every client gets a know your client profile. And that's where it's everything from a 9-year-old individual looking to preserve their wealth with zero risk to a 19-year-old just getting started that has a world at their oyster when it comes to risk tolerance? So very good question. Everybody gets the same service of a know your client profile.
All right, everybody. Well, I think, Brandon, that probably clears it all up for you. If anybody has any other questions, of course, please definitely connect with Brandon for a one-to-one. And let's do our part and see if we can help bring in some referrals